What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you, you know what I'm saying, with my own texts and thoughts, man. Just got through watching the draft, man. Well, the wide receivers, and oh my goodness. John Ross, blazing, 4.22. Call it what you want, but and he's not going to run another one because he went off limping and whatnot. Man, what speed. Oh my goodness. And the only reason why it's intriguing to me because of the fact, look at our division, and people would say that us making this kind of move would be exactly what Indy did when they took that other speedy guy. I forget his name at the moment. Sorry about that. Oh man, I can't believe it. But yeah, you know, and the more I'm sitting there thinking about it, I was like, Will Fuller, he's 6'1", or he's either 6 foot or 6'1", and he's got blazing speed. You got Hop, who can make all kinds of circus catches when the ball is can get to him. Braxton Miller, he hasn't really just shown up yet. I would probably prefer him at as a wildcat, kind of gadget kind of player, and I would definitely try to utilize it a lot more. Strong, he personally, with his size and skill set, he's right now he's not the best route runner. So you can do one or two things: send him downfield on go routes, or just line him up in the slot and let him run slants most of the time. Shit, it don't matter which side it's on. Hell, let him run this, 5 yard ins, 5 yard outs. And piece is done. That's what I like to hear. That, yeah. Because Jalen, he's shown that there's nothing wrong with his hands. Nothing at all. The guy can clearly catch a football. But again, you gotta go out and be willing to fix the quarterback situation. And looking at what's going on around the league right now, like I said, and a lot of people that I know and fuck with on YouTube. Shout out to my boy Ray LaFlame and El Sticky, by the way. You know what I'm saying? They're not really on the bandwagon of Houston going out and getting Romo, but just looking at it for what it is, people didn't think Wilfork would come here, but I mean, with the new, again, and I'm gonna keep saying this because it needs to be a point of emphasis with the new league year. The cap's number is gonna go up, and like I said, they need to go ahead and get AJ Boye's contract out of the way so you can get ready to focus on Hop. You know what I'm saying? You go, say if you do go and you get Romo, he's not going to be he's not really going to command the money that you think he would. He's already went out and said, I'm willing to take a pay cut if it means going to the right team, the right situation. You know what I'm saying? To play for a contender, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just think about it. And I'm gonna actually talk about what my boy Ray was talking about, and I actually think it's kind of jaded a little bit. We do have receivers and receiving weapons. They just got some of them got hurt, and I will admit, adding another receiver or two, possibly a receiver or tight end, whichever way you want to go about it. You know, that's how you go about it. You know, but looking at what's going on right about now, it's not looking good for Brock. I mean, like I said, a bunch of different things can play into when a quarterback is not playing well. Offensive coordinator is a huge part of that. Offensive line play, those kind of things, and then of course having reliable receiving targets. It 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 makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? It just does. Now, looking at this draft class and what's coming out, there's there's a lot of intriguing receiving weapons, dude. A lot of them, and I'm glad I actually went back, and was just revising, not revising, but just re-looking through Walter football, and all of the players that are on there. And one guy that just stood out to me, and they say he's projected to go in the 6th round or possibly undrafted free agent. But Michael Clark out of Marshall. Oh my goodness. Talking about a skyscraper of a receiver, 6'7", 212. He's not, no burner or whatnot. From an athletic standpoint, I would say on our team, he's similar to Jalen Strong. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Route running could be defined a little bit more, but you send him down the field, or you know what I'm saying, and he's a automatic mismatch regardless of the coverage. Matter of fact, he reminds me of, and I hate having to compare him to a potential first ballot Hall of Famer, but in a way he reminds me of a lesser athletic version of Calvin Johnson. I mean, the guy just, whenever he looks across regardless of what defender is across from him, he's taller than him. He's looking down on him like, I'm gonna jump over you, little dude. I'm about to score, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. A man amongst boys, and it shows that if you have the right system, you know what I'm saying, the right quarterback, you know what I'm saying, possibly Romo or, Brock, given if you want to give him, more offensive line help, you know what I'm saying? Because I do believe OB is a good play caller. I do believe with better tools to work with, he can dial up the plays that he wants and have them executed the way he wants, because defenses will have to change and dictate, to what we come out in. But back to Michael Clark, the dude is just, and he's a long strider too, so you thinking that you can get you a 10-yard, head start on him, but that'll leave you open for a slant route, and because he's so tall, he's a automatic weapon, man. But, and like I said, and I know I've done videos, where I would say, sign Brandon Marshall or Alshon Jeffrey because of the experience, and I still would probably go after Brandon Marshall even if I signed. Even if I did end up drafting, a guy like Michael Clark or say a John Ross in the 1st round. But according to firstpick.com, and again, this is just firstpick.com, but if you really want to move up into the first round, say particularly the top 15, giving up a first from say next year and a third and a fourth, you know what I'm saying? And every time I send that trade out, they always accept it. Now, I'm not saying that an actual GM will accept it, but I don't, with the way the board is set up and how it's projected to go, I'm not a professional or anything like that. I go based off of how my boards fall. Leonard Fournette always falls between that 14 and 15 air. He in that range, you know what I'm saying? And what's intriguing is the fact that the dude is just this dude is just intriguing, man. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I got so many things that I'm thinking about. I'm just ready to get it out to you guys, and then sorry about that. I'm human, not perfect. But man, I'll get back to you guys on that one, when the thought comes back to me. But just wanted to give my overall thoughts on prospects and potential free agent moves, but as per usual, actually no. One other one, that I would want to happen. People are thinking that we probably wouldn't be able to afford Hightower. We could afford Dante Hightower. And in our system, him playing next to Bernardo McKinney, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But shout out to my boy Ray Ray, shout out to my boy El Sticky, and shout out to the boy LaFlame. As for usual, like, sub, peace, and always go Texans.